Hello and welcome. Shout out to a random subscriber, Aaron Patsky. Thank you for watching and enjoy the show. Not too long ago I went to the beach with my family, and I thought it'd be neat to walk along and maybe pick up some shells because I'm at the beach and I don't normally live anywhere near the beach. So maybe I could have some simple memory that I could throw into a collage somewhere, maybe toss it into some artwork or project and that I can hold on to it for a while. Happened to walk by one specific shell and it really caught my eye. And it doesn't seem like it's anything significant. It just seems like it's just like the rest of the shells. Maybe this one came from a clam, and I'm no expert, so not a big knowledge base on mussels. But what I did notice is this one was different than the rest of them. This one had a whole lot more going on in its lifetime than I really would have expected. And it honestly made me think of a conversation that I had with someone just a few days earlier. They said to me that their life right now seems to be going in an upward direction, and there are so many great circumstances that they've lined up right now. But what I didn't know is the things that happened that built them up to that point. So much more happened than I even realized. Their childhood was much more involved than I thought it would be, and all of this was going on at the same time when I got to know them. Their childhood was not easy. There was a lot going on that involved so many other people, and not everything great happened during that time. And they were extremely capable to hide what was going on to the rest of the world because it was their truth, and maybe they weren't extremely happy about it at that time. But I didn't know any of this happened to them, and I also knew that at that time they didn't know things were going on in my circumstance either. I didn't grow up in a fancy, awesome, amazing, beautiful, pristine home. It felt like it was quite the opposite. And I didn't have the most absolutely wonderful parenting situation. My parents were separated since I was born, and they were going through a divorce shortly after I turned to a teenager. And things weren't great for me because I felt those same things through my entire schooling career. And I feel like if we look at anyone and say, well, they had their life together, things just happened to be perfect for them, I wish that my circumstance was like theirs, I think that we'd be selling ourselves short because we don't realize the little things that happen to someone else that put them in that situation. Real quick, if you're finding this helpful, then please click the like button. If you want to see more like this, then please click the subscribe button. This way I know that it's really honestly helpful and can benefit anyone. So please let me know. And if you want notifications, click the bell notification. This way it'll let you know when I'm putting out new videos. Thank you. Have a great day. Now, someone could have a different situation that was lined up for them. Maybe their family had a different goal for what was going on, and maybe things were better at that time for them than it seemed like they were for you, but would it really make that much of a difference? Now, I didn't have a perfect childhood, but I think I had a perfect childhood for me because it's built me up to the point where I am at this moment, and I'm quite happy with that. I'm not saying I'm content, but I'm happy. I'm happy to see that things lined up the way that they did, and I received certain lessons that I was supposed to. Now I'm able to understand things, I'm a little bit better prepared for them, and it's not overwhelming that I'm unable to figure out what's going on. Now, I do have certain things that maybe I would want to change in my life, but it's not like if they changed, much more would happen to me. I think the only thing that I would want to change was in my adulthood, and wouldn't have really changed all that much because I probably would have flipped it backward anyway because I didn't learn the lesson from it. Now we have our own scars. We have our own, words are not coming out of my mouth. We have things that go on in our life right now. We have things that have gone terribly wrong or terribly right that's built us up to the point where we are right now. We need to remember that other people have their own journey and we have ours. The neat thing is we can easily just understand that things are going on in their life and we can get to a point similar to them. Maybe there's someone in particular that you really like how things are in their life. Maybe you can use that as find out what it took them to get where they are in life and find out how you can get there. The neat thing is, you can probably take shortcuts. You can probably skip a bunch of failed circumstances. You can probably skip a couple places, a couple scars, and get yourself up to a point where it's actually useful, manageable for you. Maybe you don't need to go to college or a school to meet them. Maybe you don't need to get hit by an animal to learn that lesson. Maybe you can completely ignore it. There are a lot of things that you can do to improve yourself. And it doesn't mean that you need to go step by step through every single scar and every single negative circumstance that happened with them. There's so many ways that you can get beyond what you need to do. So why not learn from others? And don't take things that happen to heart. Because not everything needs to be your scar too. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Hello and welcome. Random shout out to a specific subscriber.